Hello and good morning everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening. I guess it depends what time you're watching this, but hi anyway, it's Kathy here from F5 Foster Care. I just wanted to follow up because recently I did a short video like this where I spoke about the fact that we were recruiting for part-time foster carers, and the response we had to that was absolutely wonderful. So firstly, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who commented, liked, shared, reached out to us to sort of discuss that in a bit more detail. So it was really lovely to speak to you all, so that was fantastic. So I wanted to do a very similar thing now, but for emergency foster carers, which is something that we've not recruited in our agency up until now. However, we are now beginning to bring on board emergency foster carers. So I just wanted to, if I may, take a couple of minutes just to explain what an emergency foster carer is, why that's different to normal foster care, and obviously just share my details at the end so that you can reach out if you want any more information. So an emergency foster carer is slightly different really to your sort of short-term, long-term mainstream foster carers, where you may have a child in your care for sometimes a significant amount of time. As an emergency foster carer, you are essentially the first point of call when a child first comes into the care system, and there are often times that this might happen out of hours. So there might be a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning to say, okay, we've got a child or a sibling set that have been brought into care by the police. There might have been an event going on at home, or something has happened and those children have needed to come into care on an emergency basis. And then what you do as the emergency foster carer is welcome them into your home, and then you would be supporting them for a very short amount of time. Now that might be overnight, it might just be for a couple of days. Usually this certainly wouldn't go over a week in most cases, because what's happening is once they've come to you as the emergency foster carer, the local authority is looking to find a more suitable sort of long-term foster care placement that they can go. So you are essentially the first person, other than the social workers or the police, that these children will be coming into contact with. Now that in itself does mean that when you've got children coming through to you, they are likely to be acutely anxious, upset, scared, worried, confused. They've literally just been taken from the home that they know, and everything they know, and the chances are that these young children may not have anything with them but the clothes on their back, or sometimes they might have had 2 minutes to grab a bag and throw a couple of things in that they want to be. So in order to become an emergency foster carer, you need to have, I always say you have to have empathy at all levels as a foster carer anyway, but as an emergency foster carer, wow, it is huge. Empathy and resilience is massive. You will also need to be available at all times, because we don't know, by virtue of what this is, when children are going to be sort of coming in and will be needing an emergency foster carer. So we do need people where there's always going to be someone at home. So if you're a single carer, you would need to be available for that role. If you are a family, there needs to be one carer who's going to be at home at any one time, so that when that phone call comes in, you can be prepared and you're ready to welcome that child in. Love to talk to you in more detail about this, so please, if it is something that you're interested in, reach out to me. And again, as with the other posts, if you could kindly share this on, so hopefully we can reach more people that could be emergency foster carers, that would be wonderful. So thank you so much, and I will look forward to speaking to you all again soon.